What's going on, y'all? It's CI2N, Seneca Z, speaking to my fellow YouTubers. I want to speak about Final Fantasy. I apologize for the poor quality. But I want to speak about this. I've been seeing like a lot of videos on YouTube about Final Fantasy and everything else, and I have to speak my mind about it. I just watched this guy here. I forgot his name. I don't know his name actually, but I watch his videos. The Final Fantasy peasant. This video is titled "Why Final Fantasy Should Pull Out of the Tech Race." I gotta say, I totally agree with everything that he said, and I just want to speak my piece on it. I want to speak about the game itself. I've beaten the game. I love the game, but I will not go back and play it again. The reason why is because it's not done. Okay, let's start off with how I feel. The Leviathan fight was so lackluster. I'm not gonna ruin it. Something happened to Noctis that was like zone eventers off the rip, but it was tight. But the battle and how it looked and everything was so boring. And when you look at the trailers from the old Final Fantasy, man, I know a lot of y'all's doing it, but if you go back and compare it, it is like, what happened? But my biggest thing was the effects and the beautifulness of Leviathan was like totally gone. If you play any other Final Fantasies and summon Leviathan, it's this beautiful dragon creature that comes out of the water and a bunch of crystals and everything else, and that was not there at all. The water effects was, it looked like this. It looked like this glass. Okay, it looked like this. That's how that looked. It wasn't good at all. They could have did a whole lot better with it and put back the stuff that they took out, like the water going through the tunnel. The hallways and stuff. Nothing I was disappointed in. A lot of the characters of the movie was not in the game. Like, I understand his father having a different partner and everything else, and they ended up teaming up with him and everything else, but he just seemed like he should have been about as old as his father was. Everybody else was, except for him and the black dude, really. But where was Libertas? Why not use Libertas? Libertas survived. He brought Luna there. Where's he at? And then you didn't see the other guy. You've seen Jardis at the beginning, but you didn't see the other guy. He was like dead hanging at the end, which I understood it, and it was cool to see. But like, and then like his weapons is in the game too, but you got to go through this crazy quest, and there's no hint to it, nothing at all. He said, I don't know. I watched how to do it, but there's no hint to his swords at all. It's like, dude, he was like the main character. He was a hero. He got chosen. He wasn't part of the bloodline. They got chosen. How come he wasn't like in the game? What? And then like in most Final Fantasies, like when you first saw Ravens, usually you will see a character like that. They couldn't beat him. He had his father's sword. He was like super powerful. Okay. Then there's a boss fight that you can't win, but you win. And he ends up falling off somewhere, dying or something like that. And then Arden should have brought him back. It should have happened like that. But it's the fact that you see him and then later on you're reading all these footnotes about him and stuff. And then he's dead with his father's sword. He basically comes up as a foul seed. He was basically that. That's not how Final Fantasy works. And then the fight with Idolus, is that his name? The main dude that was against his father. I expected to fight him in some huge battle mech suit or something, man. None of that happened. I only think you've seen him probably one time, I think. You've seen him one time. Yep. It's just things like that, man. And then like the effects wise, in the earlier trailers, you watch him run across this mountain, and it's the mountain with the three pillars that sticks out. I think it's more than that. But there was an aurora around it. There was a rainbow aurora. For people who don't know, that's something in the sky that I believe is gas that's in the air, and it burns off in such a way that it leaves this rainbow or white like wall around it as it's going across. That was totally taken out of the game. Like effects and stuff was taken out. The battle system. The battle system was okay, but like he mentioned in his video, there was point in times not only where they was talking back and forth, but it just didn't look right when they was doing their moves and stuff, man. And stuff was out of place and stuff. It's like, Man, and like my main thing was hit stop. Like when he's swinging and stuff, I mean, there's some stop and everything. It looks okay, but in fighting games, when you hit something, it stops for a second and then it continues on to let you know that you hit them. I don't like it when you're just swinging. It look like you're not even hitting anything and you're seeing a bunch of numbers getting taken off. They needed more of that because I didn't use wait mode at all. I'm sorry, I didn't use that. But you know, and then the effects within the battle, like when I first was playing it, I'm like, okay, a little spark effect on the hit. You know, maybe you see more, and you see more as it goes across. But I don't know if you actually see more, or is it just your moves are hitting hard and just blurring it out more, like timesing the effect several times. You know, it's just the effects from when you compare it to other Final Fantasy games was not there. It was lackluster a lot, man, and I just wish they would do better. You know, then the summons and stuff and everything, man. Like I think Grandma was cool. Like that was awesome seeing that. I'm gonna just stop right there for a second because that was awesome when you did that move with him. That was awe-inspiring for a video game. It really was. It was nice, you know. But I only seen it 3 times. You know, it's just stuff like that, man. Bahamut, where's Bahamut at as a summon? It's just stuff that's missing. And I was not happy with Inferent looking the way that he did. You didn't fight him on that mountain. I thought for sure when you got to the tip top of that mountain you were gonna fight him. Nope. He's at the end of the game, you know, as some fiery creature that was part of the rebellion. Man, like, and then like the whole cup of noodles thing. I don't know if it's different if you choose a different one, but I chose that the cup of noodles was I forgot what ingredient. I think it was egg was the best ingredient. And so you go to this mountain to go see some eggs, get some eggs, and you go into this big old like cave area, and there's nothing there. I thought for sure we were going to touch the eggs and there was going to be a huge boss fight, or you fight the bird that you fought in the beginning. Nope, nothing was there. You end up fighting that bird, I think, on the side of the street. It just was stuff like that, man. Like epic moments that you expected to be there and was not there, you know. I just want more from it. It seemed like the best effects was a fighting. The best fighting effect to me, anyway, is when you got the ring and you was able to do that Alinthia power and it like destroy everything, which didn't destroy everything all the time. I don't know why, but it didn't. I understand what they was trying to do with the game, but come on, it sucked in all the energy from the crystal for 10 years. But going back to the engine thing, yeah, he's exactly right. If you can push 30,000 something polys and everything else just in here, that's awesome. But my thing is this: don't focus on that because that's not what Final Fantasy people care about. I know I don't. You know, I care about the game, and yeah, I want it to look great because I do. It's hard for me to go back and go play one of those old games. Just some little truth here. I beat Final Fantasy 8 and up. I played 7, but I did not beat 7. And it was the graphics that did hold me back. I'm not going to lie. You know, but I do appreciate those old games and everything else, and I do love them. The farthest back I go back is a Squaresoft game, I think. I mean, that was Legends of, I played that one. A Chrono Trigger, I think was the oldest one on Super Nintendo that I go back and play. And I go back and play it again. There's just something about how those games played. So I'll go with this to say, I say that to say that graphics ain't the most important thing. You know, you don't have to worry about making a whole new another engine just to make a game on. Just use what is already out. I mean, the Luminous engine is great, but don't make no new and expand on that. And like you said, use the old engine with the new systems and just expand on what y'all can already do, because Final Fantasy 13 does look beautiful. That's one of the reasons why I kept playing the first one, for sure, because of that. You know, it was lackluster, it was linear, and everything else didn't have a lot of secrets really at all. It didn't get good till like the 13th chapter, but the game looked good. It really did. And the battle system was good too. Now that's where I fall in line at is I need story, characters, and battle system. If the story ain't all that great, but the characters are fun and they got a good battle system, fine. They gotta have 1 and 3. And Final Fantasy 15 had all that, but it was missing parts in all of that also. I mean, DLC, we're getting the rest of the character story. So again, I'm not gonna play it 100% until the game is 100%. I don't want to go through the game with everything done and then just go through a new game plus just to see the new stuff. No, it's a good game. I want to go back through it in full, and I hate that that's happening with RPGs. It's already bad enough with every other game to come out. But back to the engine thing. Don't go do that. Just use Unreal 4. Don't worry about being in a race. Be worried about making the game. Use something that's a whole lot easier, you know? And Unreal 4 is so easy. I mean, some of the games look the same, but that's only because people don't take time to manipulate the system to what they need. But look at it. I mean, Street Fighter runs on it. Kingdom Hearts runs on it. You can't tell? And it's easy. I'm using it. I'm a small game developer. I'm making something right there. It's one of my characters I'm modeling. Show you right quick. And that's Lightning. Say hi. And just right here. Right here. So just use that. And be done with it. It's a beautiful engine that can do anything you want it to do. Just use that. But I don't know. I mean, the trailer for what Final Fantasy 16 looked like did look good. I'm not knocking it, but you don't want to run into another tech issues and the game take 10 years to make. Or like he said, I agree with the peasant. He said basically 3 years. I agree with that. It just seemed like there was a lot of issues I ran into it. And they'll probably patch them and fix them. I'm nothing against the game at all. The game is good. It's just, I just had to speak on it because it's like a major issue. A lot of people's talking about it, man, because this game is really, really anticipated. After I watched the Kingsglaive, I really wanted this movie. You know, I mean, I really want the game, but I just hope that it gets better. But that's my little rant about Final Fantasy 15. I really want to speak about it. Thank you for anybody for watching the video through and through. This is Seneca Z, CI2N in the gaming world. Peace.